I did a workshop. It was a very significant workshop, making sure I'm safe here. That workshop was phenomenal. I put so much heart and so much information and so much spiritual work that I've done into that workshop. And then I also incorporated a lot of collective information, especially in the Reiki and healing community, a lot of that information and a lot of those techniques. Not only did I put them into the workshop, but I put them to work in my own life. And as a result of my own work, which is what I put into that workshop, I'm able to call and say thank you later, next. Shit, this feels good. So I guess, let me get my laundry finished. We'll go back to the house. I'll show you the house. I lived there for 17 years on Section 8. I've just sat here for a couple years, manifesting, trying to get my manifestation energy right, regulated and on point, and to be able to be successful. And I've done it. And today, I make that big move because of it. So, this is where I'm going, guys. Starting a new life in the real St. Louis. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm gonna go check on my laundry, and eventually we will call. I'm not going there. I haven't been in that. I don't go into any offices. I don't do lines. But I will call the people, and I'll try to video myself calling them and canceling or terminating my case with as much privacy and discretion as possible, just to show and prove that that's what I'm really doing. Because, apparently it's a big thing. I've talked to I didn't talk to a lot of people, but I've talked to a few people, and the few people who know what I'm doing or know what I've done didn't know the whole story. I didn't tell anybody anything. I didn't tell not a soul what I was doing. I was just doing it. But as I did reveal certain aspects of what I was doing to certain people, they were really surprised to learn that I was willing to give up and not transfer my Section 8 voucher. But the truth is Section 8, it's been a blessing, but they pay up to, like $1,200 a month for your rent. And if you have no income or a little income, it's variable, it's adjustable. That's a blessing and that's a great thing, but it's $1,200 a month. So if you can't make $1,200 a month, something's wrong with you. If you can't manifest $1,200 a month, something's wrong with you. And that's just what I've come to believe now. Something's wrong with me if I can't get $1,200 a month for my rent, or whatever my rent amount is. For me, it was $1,200 a month for 17 years, damn near. That's all they've done for me that I wasn't willing to do for myself, is what I boiled it down to. And all I had to do was decide, well, am I still no longer willing to do this for myself? Am I still going to continue to have the fear to provide something as so small as $1,200 a month for myself? Or can I just believe in myself? Can I just trust myself? Can I just manifest this? Can I just create it? Can I just make it? And I challenged myself, and I've succeeded to the point where, they can, give that help to someone else who needs it. I don't need it anymore. Thank you, God. It's the God in me. It's God. It's the power of God in me. It is that source connection, and nothing else. And that's all I'm trusting and believing in, and everything else will fall into line after that. So you guys, I'm going to go create a whole new fucking world. And starting today, my last day in Miami, which starts this morning with a load of laundry. So let me go check on it, and we'll be back with that phone call. So if you haven't checked out my Healing Abundance and Financial Issues, it's Healing Financial and Abundance Issues. It is available. You can click the links below and check that workshop out. It is an amazing workshop. It is 9 modules, and they're pretty lengthy and they're pretty intensive. You will go through a series of emotions and a series of learning and understanding and changing your ways if you do your work. And you'll be able to manifest. This is a small thing that I'm doing for myself. So, here I am. No lie, getting ready to call. I'm so nervous. I've got ink all over my fingers. Getting ready to call Section 8 and tell them to terminate my case. I'm literally supposed to be recertifying. I just had inspection in November. And literally, when I had inspection, my entire living room and dining room was full of boxes of my stuff. And I lied and told the inspector that that's my daughter's stuff. She's gone to college and she just got her first place, and she's basically taking everything, and I will be remodeling. So I just didn't have a moving date, so and I wasn't sure how I was going to proceed. So anyway, now is the time. So I'm gonna make this phone call, and then we'll show you my hole-in-the-wall house that I've been living in Section 8 for 17 years, and I just can't do it for another day. So here I go. So I'm calling the state of Florida Miami-Dade Housing Choice Voucher Program. Oh my God, I'm so...
Choice Voucher Program. Our office is currently closed.
Oh.
Please contact us via our website. Remember, our office hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and by appointment only on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Gracias por llamar al programa de vales de elección de vivienda de la sección 8 de Miami.
Interesting. I won't be able to call today. It is Saturday. Well, that just got put off till Monday. Monday, okay. Monday, I'm busy. Okay. Okay. I'll take care of it. Okay, so let me show you around my horrible, but I'm grateful to have this place house. Anyway, this is I'm sitting on the kitchen counter, literally, and yeah, my history in this house, done a lot of cooking, made a lot of very magical and healthy and not so healthy meals here as well. Anyway, this is the living room, dining room, and that is the hallway. So I've been dealing with this tile ceiling that I've been begging the landlord to remove and replace with drywall ceiling, and she won't. So this is another reason why excuse me, basically I just gotta get out of here. Also, I've been begging for them to remove the tiles and give me a wood floor, or actually when they installed the tiles I begged for wood floor, but I still got tile anyway. And there's 3 different tiles in this house, so it's walking across the floor is horribly annoying. So anyway, let me just show you what my life has been like. Right, so yeah, like my kitchen cabinets are like rotten. Like rotten, because like the bathroom was constantly flooding and leaking all the time, so we really couldn't use this cabinet space unless it was glass or plastic containers. We couldn't put any food or anything in there. Yeah, so it was, you see, just a very uncomfortable situation. I don't know. She refused to give me new blinds. I offered to have them installed for a credit on my rent, and she refused to give me any type of credit or any type of acknowledgement for any type of upgrades. See that shit in this apartment or this house. So anyway, that was my garden patio. It's kind of overgrown because I've packed the garden, and that's my papaya tree, or papaya and mango tree, and there's another papaya tree. Actually, that is the papaya tree. Those 2 are papaya trees, and I don't know if you can see it once it comes into clarity. There's a mango tree right there. Yeah. My refrigerator. Oh, shoot, I have food to pack. The drawers down there are broken. It's been a little frustrating. This place was amazing, but it was unfinished. They never did any type of beautification, finishing, and I had to provide my own washer and dryer, which of course I've packed and I'm taking with me. And when I first moved in here, I kind of loved the mirrors, because look at how it kind of doubles and triples the space, right? It makes this house seem so much bigger, and it plays on that whole mirror illusion, and I really loved it. But the truth is the townhouse is not really that big. So there's another patio here, which we haven't really used in a very, very long time. And then there's this really awesome stairwell, and you go upstairs. And I created these, we actually had damage on the walls because the roof was leaking, and we didn't know what the problem was, but it was softening the walls so bad that every time you walk down the stairs, if you would just touch the wall, you would literally push it in, cave it in, or break it in, right? So my landlord is kind of such a slumlord that I literally had to do this finishing project myself to strengthen the wall after the roof was repaired. So I did this adjacent to the wall to sort of just kind of beautify it. And it's I guess like a banana leaf. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's just compound, and then I did chalk color, and then I went over it with paint to yeah. Anyway, there's 3 of them. Pretty cool, right? I put these in. I installed these in for the kids, since the kids don't fall on the stairs. But as you can see, there's been so much damage to the wall because you see the softening. I mean, if you're going to replace your roof and your roof or leaking roof has done damage to your walls, you should replace your walls too. But I've been living with that. So this is the kind of conditions that, you know, is acceptable in Section 8 conditions, and it's just not acceptable for me anymore. So this is one of my favorite spaces to actually sleep in, because I sleep really good in this room. It's a south-directed or directive located portion of the house, which in Bakwa represents love. And so, we also had, ample closet space here. But as you can see, the landlord's got her work cut out. She's going to have to paint and touch up this room. And see, there's a little bit of damage there, damage up there. I've been here 17 years, you know what I mean? And this fan probably needs to be replaced. So this was my daughter's bathroom. I let my niece, it was never upgraded, except for we got a bathroom vanity upgrade. And it was like, we had to fight tooth and nail to get that. And it was like, the landlord didn't want to upgrade anything else here. And it's just, I let my niece move in, and she literally took the shower bar and the shower head, and who cares? I'll look it out. Whatever. Weed in there. Okay. So, yeah, and this is my closet. I never painted or patched the walls in here. This is the original paint from when I moved in 2003, plus a touch-up of a different kind of paint called Sweet Clover. It's just a hot mess in here. I never got to patch paint or do any work in that closet, but of course I did paint my bedroom. I painted it sweet as honey. Most of the house that you see that is painted yellow, I painted it yellow, but it's not yellow. It's called Sweet as Honey, and this is the master bedroom. This was my bedroom, and this was the balcony. If you guys remember the beginning of Choose Pure Love, well, I used to have my Choose Pure Love studio for a little while. I would literally sit in front of this patio door. I had a little table here, and there was another time where Choose Pure Love was over here when my daughter moved back home and I had to move into my bedroom, and I had my little love stuff on the walls back here. My life has been in so much transition, it's crazy, but this is my last day in my house in Miami, Florida, and this house has served us so well, but it's time to go. It's really time to go. And oh, yeah, this is my bathroom, but yeah, I don't know if I want to see this shit. But it's not bad, but I begged for a new mirror. I never got a new mirror. My toilet seat cover didn't quite fit the toilet, and yeah, I just never was happy with this space. And I had a lot of furniture in here, and I had it really nice, and everything was covered, and it was a remarkably beautiful space. You wouldn't know that it had so many flaws, but like other people were in control of my life and my destiny. Being on Section 8 gives other people control. I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust the lighting settings here. It gives other people control of what my level of luxury is, and I just don't want to accept that in my life anymore. And so, like I said, it really blows people's minds that I'm not interested in transferring the Section 8 voucher. I'm not interested in continuing to accept any more or any type of government assistance. I raised my youngest daughter on food stamps. But it's not that I raised her on food stamps. That's, was what we had as, for the food budget. It was the only food money that there was in this household for quite a while. And when I realized how poor I was eating, and how poor my food beliefs were, and how sick I was, and how sick I was making myself and my daughter because of our food habits, I didn't have the education that I needed to eat healthier and be a healthier person. That's when I started to look at my food, and I started to realize we don't need to eat so much, and we don't need to eat like this. And in 2015, as soon as my daughter finished high school and went off to college, I literally gave up the food stamps and refused to take them back. Even if I was starving, I refused to take them back, and I would never take them back. And never say never, but I'm not prideful, but I have no intentions to ever need them again. Now, especially that I know how to manifest, I'm fine, and it's okay. I'm okay with manifesting one meal at a time if necessary. It's fun to manifest. There's the confirmation. So anyway, the color. Let's talk about this color. It's called Sweet as Honey. And there was a very methodical reason why that I would paint my house Sweet as Honey. And it started in my bedroom, which is this room here. And the reason why I painted my bedroom Sweet as Honey was because I wanted to wake up and literally look at this color. And I think at that point my bed was probably here. So I would literally wake up here, and I would kind of be facing this area of the bedroom. That would be my view, right? And I took the screw down already, but there was a dragon picture there. I had my dragon, I decorate with dragons, I love dragons. And I would look there and concentrate on the wall around my dragon, and I would say good morning to my dragons or whatever. And then I would say, my life is sweet as honey. 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 And so when I was in dark night of the soul energy, when I was in poverty or lack of energy, scared, fearful, worried about how am I gonna make it? How am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna do this, do that? How am I gonna make power moves in my life? How am I gonna get the hell out of this house? My kids are gone. How do I go? How do I move forward? How do I make this transformation in my own life? Literally, it all began with waking up saying, my life is sweet as honey, because I didn't fucking believe it. I didn't believe it. I didn't see any results that my life was sweet as honey. In fact, shit was really hard for me. Shit was very hard for me. There were days where, as a single mom, a single parent, I didn't know how we were gonna make it. I didn't know how everything was gonna come together. I didn't know how I was gonna pay my car note. I didn't know how to pay a water bill, or if I'd have enough, or, you know, I've had my share of traumas as a single mom. And through the grace of God, we always made it. We never had to worry. And like I said, the shift or the change, sorry, I'm having a hard time holding this laptop, but the shift or the change for me was in waking up and saying, ugh, look at that yellow. My life is sweet as honey. My life is sweet as honey. My life as sweet as honey. And I convinced myself that my life really is as sweet as honey. And I was able to look throughout the day for every little thing in my day that represented honey or sweetness in my life and appreciate it just for a few moments, just recognizing it and appreciating it. It began to manifest into more to love and appreciate and more sweetness in my life, to where my life truly did reflect sweetness like honey. And now my life is so goddamn sweet, I gotta go. I gotta go, and I'm so happy it's time to go, but I'm gonna miss this place. I'm gonna miss this place. I missed it already. Last night, sleeping here for the last time. But deuces. On to bigger and better things. No more Section 8. No more government assistance. No more codependency. Just me manifesting my dreams come true. By any and all means. And pure love. Hey guys. So it's my last day in Miami. I'm doing a load of laundry at a laundromat close to my neighborhood, which I've never done before in this neighborhood. I haven't used a laundromat by choice, unless I'm traveling, in, I don't know, maybe 25 years. But the laundromat is right there, and I'm looking at the other end of the parking lot, which is children and families. And I think I've been in that office maybe twice in the whole 17 years that I lived down here when I had children. And I don't want to say when I had children, but when my children were babies. I did have children and families assistance. I had food stamps, and pretty much for my whole pregnancy and pretty much their whole childhood, we had Medicaid, and we had a lot of government assistance. In fact, I guess the reason for this video is I'm sharing. I didn't want to share, don't want to share, but I should. Children and families is significant this morning because it's my last day in Miami, and I'm literally getting off Section 8. I've been on Section 8 since 2003, and it's like a fucking trap. You can't earn a certain amount of money. You can't come up. You can't level up. You can't grow. They don't expect you to, and if you do, you know, you put yourself in such a situation. You have to grow exponentially, and you have to do it quietly, and you have to be really, you know, strategic and methodical, and use the system to help yourself and not get comfortable. I did make that mistake of getting comfortable while my children were children. I did get comfortable, and I was on the system for a long time, and didn't see an end to it. Didn't think, hey, you know, this isn't it for me, and I just didn't like it. But I accepted it where I was, and whatever. Anyway, today they can stick that shit up their ass, and no, I'm just kidding. But today I will be calling them and literally telling them to terminate my case, because I'm giving it back. I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. I manifested my life into like mad abundance, and there's no stopping me. So I don't know, I'm a little nostalgic. I go to this trade fair supermarket every day, buy iced teas and blacks and blunts, and and I drink coffee, and I socialize with the guys there, and they're like an extended part of my family. On Thanksgiving I make sure that they have dinners, and you know, when COVID hit and stuff, we just came together. We were there for each other because it's like the corner store. So this is crazy. Anyway, I didn't know if or how I was going to share my story, but I'm literally leaving the state of Florida, and leaving any and all government assistance behind. I've manifested my way out of needing any type of government assistance. I've done it all through energetic manifestations. I've done it all by doing my spiritual work. I've done it all by clearing my energy, and I've done it all by fighting to thrive and not accepting surviving anymore. I refuse to survive. Fuck that shit. Only interested in thriving, and so I put so much energy in towards that's what I'm able to manifest. So you guys, I did the worth of things and opportunities and money, and it's nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It was just me having fun, practicing manifesting. Now I know how to do it. Now I'm great at manifesting. Now I understand how to manifest. I've gotten a little chump change here and there. I'm going for the gusto. But you got to let go of little things like holding on to the system, any aspects of you that might be holding on to the system, any programs or any type of assistance that you're receiving where you're clutching or dependent or sort of cultivating that energy that you need assistance, that you need help. You have to get rid of that energy by cutting off these types of relationships, showing the universe that you're independent, and the universe will reward your independence. All right, guys, I'm going in the wash house finally, so we'll be back in just a little while. All right, bye.
So clearly, manifest love, manifest wealth, manifest beauty, manifest health. Bring to me all I seek, I am a magnet. Bring to me everything I ask, I get. I am the creator of my own reality. I manifest my fate, I manifest destiny. I manifest positivity. I manifest beauty, manifest health. I can see, come to me, my destiny, my destiny. Manifest, manifest, manifest.